Right now, we want to talk about a new report in today's world. It is facing a growing nature deficit. Who knew that that was a thing? But in fact, nearly two-thirds of Gen Z, that's 67%, say they can go days without stepping outside. So to change that, Supernatural British Columbia is introducing the Nature Rating. It's a new tool built on the idea that the more we connect with nature through culture, the more likely we're going to seek it out in life. So here to tell us more than anyone else, really, is this major adventurer. She is an explorer, an aquanaut, an astronaut, an author, six-time Guinness World Record holder, Vanessa O'Brien. Vanessa, thank you for joining us here this morning on Live Impact News.
Hi, Jane, how are you?
Oh, doing well. Vanessa, wow, man, Tuesday motivation, we need it. All right, talk to me talk to me about this new research. What is it about our connection to nature and why is it declining, especially the younger folks?
Yeah, it's quite a startling statistic. So what happened is Supernatural British Columbia undertook a survey which showed that there is less nature in the content that we consume today. And that's kind of a big deal. What they did was they put together this tool called the Nature Rating Tool, and it allows us to go online and analyze the content by putting in the songs that we are listening to, the movies that we're watching, the books that we're reading, and it will rate those things 1 to 10 based on how much nature is in the content. Why this matters is because another part of the survey is showing that when people see nature in the content or hear nature in the content that they are consuming, they are more likely to want to introduce it into their real life. So that connection is so strong, and we want to make sure that the nature is in the content that they're consuming so that they will eventually get outside. That's the goal. So it's a free, first of its kind online tool, super easy to use when you go to thenaturerating.com. It's fun, super informative. It'll give you alternatives, and it'll also tell you where you can go outside nearby.
Wow, that is fascinating. Here in North Carolina, of course, we have the Blue Ridge Mountains, all of our mountain regions, the beaches, all our beautiful trails, and all our tree canopies. You would think that more and more people want to connect. We have that right here in our backyard, right? What are some of the ways, if you're not as close to a trail or something like that, how can people reconnect with nature? And why is it so important to do that?
Well, it's important to do it first because of the physical health. You're going to get that cardiovascular when you start moving around, all the benefits of that for the lymphatic drainage, but also just the mental health. Serotonin peaks when we're outside. We're experiencing the blue-green wavelengths, which happen to be perfect to give an uptake to both serotonin and melatonin, which helps with the sleep quality. But what people have to avoid is making excuses. It's really important that people protect even 10 minutes if they don't have time to look out a window and watch the trees, watch the birds, watch what's happening. The sun's coming up where I am right now, so just behind me. It's a beautiful naturescape in Whistler in British Columbia. But also just go walk around the block. Don't wait to say like, oh, I don't have time to go to the park. You don't have to go to the park to get the benefits. You just have to step outside and just get away from the desk for a moment. Even 20 minutes makes a big difference in somebody's life. And be selfish with your holidays. Make sure that you know what you want to see and do or experience. Experiences are so much more valuable overall for our mental well-being. So know what you want to do and make a plan to go out and experience it. That's the most important thing. Is the reason behind this tool is really to have people understand the awareness that nature is lacking in their lives and to get outside.
I so agree. I actually made it a point, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I went outside on my deck, I put the phone away, and I sat there and watched the birds and watched a little bit of the sunset and just stayed with all I could, some trees, some birds. That was it. That's all I had.
Absolutely.
Better than
Yeah,
nothing.
but Jane, that is all you need, and that's the beauty of it. Is just something as simple as that will make you a much happier, calmer person, and you don't have to necessarily do the big stuff. You can do the little stuff, and more little stuff is much more impactful than just one giant big bang.
All right, Vanessa O'Brien, you're talking the talk. You also walk the walk. What is your next adventure? Where can we look for you?
Well, my adventure right now is this tool and getting the message out. I'm here. I had my first sailing lesson yesterday in British Columbia, which is just 2 hours. Vancouver's 2 hours from Seattle. And it was awesome. I got the wind, I got the sails up, I got that spinnaker in the right place, and I was off. That was so much fun in Squamish. And even they have sort of a sea to sky gondola, so going up and walking through the forest, seeing the canyons. All of it is just so much fun. So I love exploring, I love going out there and seeing new things. And I know other people would love it too if they just took a little bit of time. A little bit goes a long way, but nature will make a big impact in your life, and you'll see the happiness in it, almost instantly.
All right. Yes. Word to the wise. Gen Z, put your phone down for a little bit. Vanessa O'Brien.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. There you go. Appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much. Those pictures and videos are lovely. So we live vicariously through you, and I'm gonna breathe in some fresh air a little bit later on.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jane.
All right. Take care.
Bye.